Many people fail today because of lack of self-discipline. You need to understand that self-discipline is a muscle that has to be developed with time. The results of self-discipline are success, are achievements. Whenever you lack self-discipline, you become mediocre. Whenever you lack self-discipline, you find yourself becoming a man or a woman that is not able to move or to progress. Because where there is lack of self-discipline, there is no movement, there is no progress, there is no growth. And that is why you have to master it. You must develop it. You must have it. You must have very clear goals. Set them and be clear with them. Be clear with a map on how to go about it. And then on top of being clear, you have to put your eyes there and realize that for you to actually achieve or get to the goal that you want to get to, there is need for you to take some particular steps, and those particular steps call for self-discipline. You see, one of the things that I find with so many people is that they start the beginning of the year with particular goals, but because of lack of self-discipline, by the time they are mid-year, or even some of them, even by the time 3-4 months are over, they have already thrown off whatever it is that they began with. What makes them to throw it off is self-discipline. And this is very important for you, by the way. The second thing is that you must create a routine. You must establish a daily routine, because a daily routine will always build consistency, and that consistency is what structures your life. You know, when you schedule yourself and follow the schedules that you make, it actually builds you. But you see, to be able to do that, you must be a man, or you must be a woman, or you must be a person that has already decided, I want this particular thing. So at that very moment, what does it call for? It calls for self-discipline. Now, the reason why it is important to create a routine is because in the process of following the routine, what happens is that the muscle of disciplines becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, remember what I said when I began earlier with the teaching. I said that self-discipline is a muscle that you develop in life. You must learn to prioritize things. In other words, you must learn to arrange your things with priority, and then follow the schedule, follow the prioritizing list. Have a checklist for yourself, whether it is a written down checklist or it's something that is in your head. Make sure whatever it is that you're doing, you're knowing what you're actually doing. You're knowing what you're actually following. You know what you are doing now and what you will do tomorrow and what you will do next week. You have to have that kind of an arrangement in as far as your life is concerned if you're going to actually have self-discipline. Jesus himself was very clear. He says, a foolish man is the one who built his house upon the sand. But a wise man is a man who builds his house on the rocks. Now, building a house on the rocks means a lot of things. It means you have to create a foundation. It means you have to make it strong. And then after that, you start building the house on it so that the house will actually be sustained in the days of storms or in the days when things are rough. You see, the problem is that many people want to do things quickly, and in the quickness, they have self-gratification, they feel nice emotionally, but after a very short time, that which they started with excitement, that which they did very quickly, it ends up crumbling down. You see, the one thing that you need to have is to have a discipline in yourself, that it is not emotions that are pushing you into things, but it is your focus, it is your goals, it is your vision, it is your dream that is pushing you into things. And when you start doing it, you do it in such a manner that whatever steps you are taking are firm steps, are strong steps, are steps that cannot easily be destroyed. Many people who are successful today, many millionaires and billionaires you see today, one thing they have in common is self-discipline. Build that muscle and become a millionaire like any other millionaire you hear about. Are you listening to me for the first time? It's time for you to go ahead and subscribe. I would really appreciate. And listen, every day from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the US, you find me in this very channel. Please, let's meet in the land of the millionaires and see you in the next video. Love and appreciate you. Bye-bye.